Hello again, this is Jonathan and this is the second video in the Titan V description series. In the last video, we talked about Titan V's basic mission and crew. But what about Aris? Why is it our target? How is it habitable? Well, first, its atmosphere is much like ours, comprised mostly of oxygen and nitrogen, with a few other gases in there as well. Second, a Russian... Wait, can I say Russian? YouTube? Oh, okay. So a Russian rover first discovered life on this planet. It was mostly just plants, but we did see a few skittering insects. If Tiny Man say Russian again, I break him in half. Duly noted. Anyway, but we all know that no two planets are ever exactly the same, so what's different with Aris? Well, first off, Aris is more of a desert planet. The coasts lack a lot of vegetation and are mostly dry deserts. But perhaps the biggest difference is once you reach higher than 8,000 feet, you come into what we call the gas layer. Here, there is a toxic gas prevalent that it is possibly lethal. This forces the crew to wear these pressure suits. These are what the Titan V crew wear whenever they are going into space, whenever they are in a ship is about to detach, or whenever they are above 8,000 feet. It is built much like a spacesuit, being completely enclosed and being completely airtight. In this diagram, we can clearly see that the chest plate and girdle are made of reinforced Kevlar, and they enclose a jumpsuit that you can lock the gloves and boots onto. The suit itself is made out of heavy, thick canvas with a lining underneath that keeps all the air out and all the air inside of it in. The pack and the helmet are what we are going to be discussing later. So this is the mechanics behind the pack. The pack operates much like a bicycle tire, in that the valve will press in at a certain pressure and will keep the pack closed. And since they need the packs for scientific research in the gas zone, they need the packs to be able to refill, thus the intake and outtake system. If the wearer does not struggle too hard, the pack can last a normal human being up to 6 hours of breathable oxygen. 4 to 5 during rigorous activity. Perhaps the piece of equipment that takes the cake is the arm display. The arm display is about the size of a large phone and fits over the wearer's forearm. It includes holographics, as you can see on the left, and always worn at any time. It's linked into the mission's main computer once it is up, and is mostly linked to the ship when it's not. It uses GPS and radio signals to relay data. And with the big strain of their work, the crew always has a plentiful supply of coffee for every morning. And so you must be thinking, well, where's the camp located? Well, I can tell you that very easily. It's located right here on the edge of the coast. If you look at this topographic, there is the reservoir right there, and that is going to be the pump site with the projected pipeline to the camp. But one thing we were not expecting, though, was the fact that this planet has both a wet and dry season instead of 4 seasons. During the wet season, there are gigantic hurricanes that batter the coast for 3 months. The other 9 months of the year are spent with absolutely no rain, and inland seas that were created from the rain dry up and become vast deserts. Now, I know what you guys must be thinking. Hey John, I didn't understand a single word you just said. Can we just get to the good stuff? I just get caught up on a tangent. So, here we go. Here is one of the biggest plot spoilers. Well, it's a sci-fi space novel, so you already know what's gonna happen. So this is the Titan V's lander. The lander is what will be transporting the crew and a lot of vital equipment to the ground. The bottom is covered in heat shielding, which is essential if it is going to get to the ground safely. Now, you all know it's coming. So, Titan V enters the wormhole. While in the wormhole, quantum forces create enough crack one of these small heat shields. Bang! The chipped heat shielding is right underneath the port thruster. Thankfully, they are far enough into the atmosphere that the liquid oxygen in the tank does not ignite until they are almost done entering the atmosphere. Thanks to Matt's quick thinking and amazing skills from his years in the Force, they are able to save the crew, all 6 of them. But the lander, unfortunately, is irreparable, and they crash in the high mountains. That is all you are getting out of me on that. Now, I know what you're all thinking. What good is a story that takes place on an alien planet without aliens? Anyway, that's it for this video. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like. If you want to see more of what I do, please subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, there's the comment section below. And I post a new video every Saturday. And I will see you next week. Thank you.